Hello there everyone, how you doing today? I hope you're all well. Today we're going into r/entitled people, where the people are, as you may have guessed, very entitled. If you enjoy the stories I have for you today, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and all that wonderful stuff. Now without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Let me just pick up the iPad with the stories. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm losing it. For our first story, we've got Racist Cashier. This happened a little while after OJ was acquitted. I was at lunch from work and stopped at a 7-Eleven to grab a quick snack. There was a white cashier and about 3 young middle school black boys in there, trying to figure out what they wanted to eat. They were picking out something and changing their mind 30 seconds later. Typical teenager behavior, right? They went up to the cashier to pay for their stuff they had already decided on. The cashier said to them,
"That's right, you better pay for it. You're not OJ. You won't get away with it."
I was so flabbergasted, I didn't say anything. I put my stuff down and left. Called corporate once I got to work. I had worked up a good head of steam by the time I got to work. Went to the store a few weeks later and she was still there. Guess corporate did not care. Wow, that lady is something else. Let me know what you think about the lady in the first story in the comments below, or I might have to take your kneecaps from you. I'm sure you don't want that now, do we? I might have to move to South Korea, and my mom is not happy about it. I've been in a long-distance relationship since last June. It's been really painful. My fiance and I have been together since 2022, and he had to go back to South Korea to renew his student visa. Long story short, he got denied, and we tried 2 times after that. He still got denied. Our immigration lawyer suggested we process with the K1 fiancé visa. We found out last night that the case is being sent back to one of the places to get re-examined. Really, I don't know if they need additional proof or if this is going to end up being a denial. My lawyer says it's not a concern. No big deal, it happens all the time. He has hope that he can fix all of this, and at this point it's up to him to reach out and fix this. If it doesn't, I know we have the marriage visa, or I'm thinking of just straight up moving to South Korea. If I move there, I can pick up a job as an English teacher, since it's with high demand there. We have a plan in place of what to do in case this is to happen. We still might apply for a marriage visa, but at this point, I feel like moving there might make more sense, since I don't have a visa record. I told my parents what happened, and they're understandably upset. My mom says she understands if I have to move there, but I can tell it breaks her heart. After talking about it in deeper conversation, she started sobbing that she'll never see me again and see her future grandchildren. I assured her that I would always be back in the US, and she told me that it's not quite the same. We talked about it again and the possibility of the marriage visa. I feel like the marriage visa is too much in terms of everything, and I'm scared of this happening again, like the K1 denial. I told my mom I don't want to do the marriage visa if it's not 100%. My mom then again said she understands and I need to do what's best for me. Then a while later it came up in conversation and she said,
"You're moving there? I thought you're gonna do the marriage visa."
I told her again about not knowing if I should do that if it's not 100%. Well, she ended up having a meltdown, and we were driving when this happened. She slammed the steering wheel and started sobbing. She told me I won't have my family there, and is it really worth it? She then asked while crying,
"What if it's a 95% chance you can come back on that visa?"
I told her at this point I can't keep going back and forth between US and Korea. Of course, she continued to cry. I feel so guilty because of me, my mom is depressed. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know if it's best to just stay here for my family, so they can be happy and so I don't ruin anything? Or is it time to finally put myself first and do what makes me happy? I can't imagine a life without him, but I'm scared of hurting my family. I'm so hurt and worried over all of this with the K1, but I'm hoping it will find a way to work itself out. I understand my mom being sad for me to go, but I'm afraid it would just be constant states of strong reactions and full-on meltdowns. I don't know if I should try with the marriage visa, or is it just a waste and I should make the move to South Korea? Imagine you have your life planned with your forever person, and it's going to be a reality in a few short months, just for your life to potentially fall apart, and you have to figure out a new option of another visa or moving. Mom really nailed the steering wheel therapy approach to family discussions. I mean, it's your life, do what makes you happy. I'd imagine having prenatal birth postpartum in Korea is much more affordable compared to the States. Unless your parents are physically unable to, they can also visit South Korea. Plus, video chatting is also a good way to stay in touch. I'm not sure what the problem is for your mom. I'm sure you're already aware, but she's being manipulative in my opinion. Where is your dad and mother's partner in this? If he has passed, my apologies. And OP answered, I just feel like what if it's not working here in the US? As you might be aware, I'm very depressed over all of this. I'm at rock bottom. Like, I didn't know this type of depression was real. I'm still hopeful our lawyer can work his magic, but I'm also too scared to be optimistic. My mom is fearful of flying on airplanes due to her phobia, and she has some bad medical conditions. It doesn't mean I can't come back to the US whenever I want. I told my mom that, and she said,
So once or twice a year, it's just not the same.
Yeah, that mom's being hella manipulative. Just do what you need to in your life, you know what I mean? Now on to the next story. Woman parked on my driveway and called me pathetic. Hi all, I've been a long-time lurker on this thread, but I've never had a story to tell until now. I'm on mobile, so apologies for any errors. I've posted on Reddit maybe twice, so please forgive me if I do anything wrong here. Also, I live in the UK, in case that matters. It's Friday, 5:05 p.m., and I just got back from work after a long day. Our street is a private road where we all own our sections of the land, and our driveways are opposite from our houses on the other side of the road. I pull on the street and see a car parked on my driveway, and a mother-son duo heading in to my next door neighbor's house. I roll my window down and ask if it's her car. It is, so I ask if they can move it. She tried pulling the,
So sorry, I was only gonna be 2 minutes.
To which I reply, that's great, but it is my property and my actual driveway, and I'd like to park my car. I will admit that I definitely had a bit of an attitude here. It's been a long week and I had stuff to do, and really just wanted to get into the house. Also, who thinks it's okay to just park on a stranger's driveway? As she's pulling off my driveway, she has the audacity to call me pathetic, and her son is stood at the door, telling me to park and leave it. I would, sir, but your mother's still blocking my path to do so. I was so angry, I was shaking my head by this point, and just praying I wouldn't stall my car and look like a total twat. Anyway, that's my story, my first ever. Please don't be the kind of person that thinks it's okay to park on someone else's property, especially when there's enough room to park on the road. Now on to our last story for the day, alright? Alright? You know how it goes. This is why we can't have nice things. A water main broke near my house and cut off my service. When this happens, the town provides cases of bottled water to anyone who is affected. It's a simple process. They stack cases of bottled water outside the town hall, and residents can just stop by and take what they need. When I went by yesterday, I saw a guy I know loading cases into his car. He doesn't live in the affected area, so I asked him if his neighborhood was also impacted. He said it wasn't, but as long as the town is giving away something for free, he is going to take it. Today my water is backed, but we were advised to boil it before using it for drinking or cooking, so I went to pick up another case. But standing next to it was a cop who asked for my ID and made a note of how much I took. When I asked why the cop said that, people who were not affected just showed up and took as many cases as they could fit in their car. So now it was being rationed. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you all next time, or I won't, and I'll see you in your homes. Bye bye now.